Good morning, students. Here is a very interesting and inspirational poem with the lesson number one, the best Christmas present in the world, the ant and the cricket. Very good poem. Actually, this poem suggests me that never be too idle that it brought some misery in your life. Actually, this poem uh, quote with a good word, a fable. Fable, a kind of a story. There, the main characters are animals. This is called fable. Fable is a story often with animals as characters that conveys a moral. Okay, with the character, you you are taught a lesson that gives some moral. This poem about an ant and a cricket contains an idea of far-reaching significance. Far-reaching significance, it means very important role uh, of this kind of story in your life, which is as true of a four-legged cricket as of a two-legged one. It means four-legged cricket. It means genuine creature, genuine animal, four-legged. But the lesson of four-legged animals for two-legged one, it means for humans. Okay, two-legged one, it means for humans. Surely, you have seen a cricket that has two legs. You know correctly that cricket has four legs. But the writer says here, you have seen a cricket that has two legs. It means symbolic meaning. It means you have seen a man that has two legs but similar idleness like cricket. Okay, हिंदी में अगर समझाएं तो आपने दो पैरों वाला क्रिकेट आपने देखा होगा, झींगुर को देखा होगा। इसका मतलब है जिस तरह से चार पैरों वाला झींगुर इस पोयम में आलसी है, काम नहीं करता है, वैसे ही दो पैरों वाले अर्थात ऐसे व्यक्ति को आपने देखा होगा जो झींगुर की तरह से ही आलसी होगा। ओके, अगेन come on the poem. A silly young cricket accustomed to sing, foolish cricket, idle cricket was always used to sing through the warm sunny months of a gay summer and spring. This this weather, spring, summer, gay summer, very cheerful time of summer. Okay, through the sunny months of gay summer and spring. It means all the weather, all the pleasant weather. He was used to sing. He spent all his time in singing. Began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was come. Began to complain. He suffered from something when he found, when he see in his home that his cupboard, it means all his almirah was empty because he did not attempt for his saving, and winter was come and winter again was come. Not a crumb to be found. Crumb, it means a piece of bread. The saving from that he can spend his critical time of winter and uh, tough time at like a bad weather. Okay, not a crumb to be found. There was not a piece of bread in his home, because he spent all his time in singing on the snow covered ground. This is the winter season on the snow covered ground. Not a flower could he see. On that time, he sees no flower because all the atmosphere covered with snow. Not a leaf on a tree. On that season, there was no leaf on the tree because very cold season was there. What will become, क्या होगा, of me, says the cricket. Cricket says, what will be, what will be of me. At last, by starvation and famine made cold. This is a general tendency when a man on the brink of starvation, he he feels some courage because only there is two way. You want to die or you want to live. If you want to live, you have collect some courage in your tough time. At last, by starvation and famine, by starvation. Starvation it means the situation, the situation when you have no food, and famine. Famine it means time. Tough time. It means there is no food, no grain you have. This made the cricket bold. Okay, he collect some courage, all dripping with wet. It means there is there it raining and all trembling with cold, and he was shivering. Trembling it means he was shivering with cold. Away he set off. It means he started a journey. He started a trip. He started. Uh, he decided to go from somewhere away. He set off to miserly, and he decided to go his friend, and that friend was very miser. Okay, to see if to keep him alive he would grant. To see, it means the cricket wanted to know if his friend want to leave his friend or not. He wanted to test his friendship to see if to keep him alive he would grant him shelter from rain. He wanted to take shelter in the ants' home and a mouthful of grain. Mouthful grain. It means a little grain. He wanted to know if his friend gave uh, him some grain for his escape of his life. He wished only to borrow. He wanted to he wanted some grain from his friend. He would repay it tomorrow. And in internal intention, the cricket's internal intention was to repay. Repay it means uh, return back all the grant that his and give him. He would repay it tomorrow. Okay, return. He also wanted to return it by tomorrow. If not, he must die of starvation and sorrow. If his friend would not give him these things like grain and shelter, he would die from starvation and sorrow. This situation will die him. Okay. Says the ant, says the ant to the cricket, I am your servant and friend. When cricket reached the ant's home, ant was very humble. Says the ant to the cricket, I am your servant and friend, my lord. Just like, my lord, I am your servant and friend. But we ants never borrow. He said to cricket about an tricky idea. Tricky idea. We ants never learned. We have some morals, we have some principles that we ants never learned. We, the ants, never learn from anybody. Lend का मतलब होता है उधार देना. हम जो चींटियां हैं, हम किसी को उधार नहीं देते हैं. ये हमारा प्रिंसिपल है, हमारा सिद्धांत है. ओके. टेल मी, डियर क्रिकेट, but my friend, my dear cricket, did you lay nothing by when the weather was warm? Cricket, did you never think of any saving for this critical time in your warm season when the weather was very pleasant? Quoth the cricket, not I. Quoth, it means said, said the cricket. Cricket replied that not I. I have not done such work. My heart was so light. My heart was so light that I sang day and night. My heart was so light, it means my heart was felt very delight, very happy moment on that time when the weather was very bright, very sunny, very warm, very pleasant. That I sang day and night. On that time, I sang it all the time, all the time. It means I was very happy on that time and was idle. Nothing I did, for all nature looked gay. For all nature looked gay because all the surrounding, all the nature looked so much pleasant for me. This time I spent all my time for in singing. You sang, sir? Say. And replied, just you say, you sang. This is a question mark. You sang. Why you sang? Why you sang on that time? Go then. The ant replied. The ant suggested to cricket in ironical way. Go then, go then, go then, says the ant, and downs the winter away. The ant suggested the cricket in a ironical way, in a anger, something anger also in his speech. Go then, says the ant, and dance the winter away. You go, and all the winter season you should dance because you spend your all the time in a lethargic way in the warm season, in the pleasant season, in the working season. Then you should go and dance all the winter season, thus ending. This is This is the ending. This kind of ending. In this way, this uh, story ends. He hastily lifted the wicket. It means the ant shut up his door and the cricket hastily. It means as soon as possible. Lifted. It means gone. The cricket has gone and out of the door and leaves the door of the ant and turned his way. The cricket turned on his way, very poor condition, poor little cricket, very poor condition because he got nothing from his friend ant. This kind of situation is very bad in anybody's life. Fox call this a fable. Fox, it means people. People call this story a fable. Earlier, I told you that fable is like a story where there is animal characters. I will warrant it true. The writer says in this time that I will warrant it true. I can say that it is a true situation. It is an actual situation of anybody's life. Some crickets have four legs. Some crickets have four legs. It means there is some actual kind of cricket that has four legs. Those crickets does not know any moral, any good lesson of life. They are mere creature. They are mere animal, and some have to. But we, human, if we have two legs, it means we have some good intellectuality. We have mind to think about ourselves, what to do and what not to do. But if we have the bad quality, like four-leg cricket, who was idle, so we we anybody can say two-legged cricket because the identical bad habits of a cricket in our habit. So it is two-legged cricket. It means that person who has so idle like cricket, we can say him two-legged cricket. Okay? This is the moral. Two-legged and some have two. Some have two. It means symbolic meaning. The bad quality of a cricket, if we have, so we can call anybody two-legged cricket. Okay, students. So this is a very moral, very lessonful poem. So you can revise this poem and uh, learn it deeply and learn some lesson from this poem. Okay, thank you.